Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Grave Matters. I am Creepy Clown Girl, and alongside of me is the amazing and talented Filia Noctis. Hello, sis.
Hello, sis. Hello, my nectophiliacs. Thank you for being here.
Hello, everyone in the chat. Today, our very special guest interview is also an amazing and talented narrator. Nightmare Files. Hello, NF, and thank you for joining us today.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh,
Very
I'm
awesome
so
to have you
excited
here.
for this.
I am too. So, should we see who's in the chat real quick, sis, before
Sure. We have, let me see, let me scroll back. We've got Hippie Holmes.
Hi, Hippie
Hello,
Holmes.
Hippie Holmes. And we've got Breaker Breaker.
Hi,
Howdy,
Breaker
y'all.
Breaker.
And we've got Miss Patience. Hello,
Hi,
Miss
Patience.
And we've got Derringer.
Hi, Derringer.
And we've got Queef. And
Hi,
Queef
Queef.
says Nightmare Files, aka Sexy Boys. I gotta agree with you on that one.
I will agree with that one, yes.
So, but it's early and we'll get more people. So,
Yes.
this is just the start. And by the end of this thing, we'll have people all over the place.
Yes. Lord knows we've tweeted it out.
Yes, we
So, again, thank you, NF, for being here. So my first question to you is, okay, I got this. For those that may not be and I'll ask this question again when more people come in, but for those that may be in the chat that are not familiar with your persona or your channel, could you please tell us a little bit about your persona, your channel, and what got you started on becoming a horror narrator?
Well, of course, I'm Nightmare Files. I started this channel, it was just for fun. I had a family member that told me that I should try something like this, and she showed me different channels. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And I was going to aim toward only true crime at first, but I started to see more of the horror side, and I love horror. So I think the first channel that I saw was Creepy News and Frostmare. I would watch them, and that's where I got my ideas from. Then I found out about pretty much horror narration. And as you see, my channel is a mix of horror narration, countdowns caught on camera. Yeah, I know, just different type of stuff. I can't stay in one lane. That's not me. And I think that's why my channel grew the way it did. But yeah, I started the channel in 2018. I believe it's April of 2018. My first video is not up anymore, but it was a video about, I cannot remember. It was a female, and it was her last photo that she ever took. And she was kidnapped. Her and her boyfriend were killed. And I remember that was my first video, and people liked it. And I remember within my first month, I think I had 1,000 subscribers, because my first two videos are not up anymore, but the second one was about Anthony Sowell, whatever his name is. And he was the Cleveland Strangler. And they found 11 bodies in and around his house. And from there, I don't know, I can honestly say I fell in love with it. And I believe my first collab, and what was it? I think it was a month in, I had a collab. I remember with who though, honestly. Then I think might have been Creepy News. No, I think he gave me a shout out. because he was one of the first channels I watched, and I think he had about 50K subscribers. He gave me a shout out within a month of being up, and from there, I don't know, I fell in love with it, honestly. I love it. What can I say? I think I
Well,
just went off on a tangent.
You're fine. We're so glad that family member made that suggestion. And now here you are, 153K subscribers and a channel going strong and an awesome voice, awesome content. Glad to have you.
Breaker19 says he likes the mix up of content.
I agree.
Thank you.
But I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So, well, that's awesome.
It really is. So anyone in the chat will be asking this periodically. If you have a question for Nightmare Files, drop it in the chat. Love to hear your questions for him as well. So, Sis, do you have a question for Nightmare Files?
I do. Do you actually have a belief in the paranormal or the supernatural?
Good question. I can honestly, I don't know how to answer this. You can say yes, but I'm really skeptical because I've never experienced anything.
Okay. Good answer.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a very good question. So you've never personally experienced, let's say, the boogeyman?
Nothing at
No
all.
ghosts have tapped on your shoulder in the middle of the night and said, "Wake up."
Nope. I've seen real life monsters, people. But
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, I think we've all seen. I think we've all seen those. Um, so
Okay,
yeah.
we do have a question from the chat. The Woody asks, "Who all
The
have
Woody.
you?" I think that's supposed to be
Woody.
collaborated with. It's collared with, but I think it's supposed to be collaborated with.
Who all have I collabed with? That's a lot of people. Mr. Creepypasta,
MCP.
Unit 522,
Ooh.
Swamp Dweller, Mr. Scarecrow,
Oh.
Mr. Haunted. Who else? Your Maker. Who's the other guy? He does the school bus ones with the text. Oh, what is his name? He's really
Don't
good.
turn around.
Yeah, Don't Turn Around.
Mm. Oh, wow.
DTA.
There's more people. What is his name? New guy. Spooked.
You?
Mr. Spook.
No, it's just Spooked. Period.
Oh, Spooked. Okay.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a new guy.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll have to look him up.
I think he's going to blow up.
Make a note of that.
Who else? There's more people, and I don't want to forget anyone. What is her name? She doesn't do anything anymore. I haven't seen her upload. She was my favorite, one of my favorite narrators.
Well, we can go down the list. Spirit Voices.
No.
Gothic Rose.
Nope. I guarantee you won't name her.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
She hasn't uploaded in probably 2 years.
Black-eyed blonde girl.
Nope. Oh yeah, I've collabed with her. I think. Can't remember.
Anti-creeps.
No. Hold up. I collabed with her also.
I love her.
Yes, you have. That was a great collab, by the way.
So I think with her, it was Fear Deer. Have you heard of her?
No.
No.
You should look up Fear Deer.
Okay.
I think she was very, very good. She actually taught me a few things on my channel. I don't know if you remember my old intro, but
I do, yes.
so I had 3 intros, and it was the second one that most people know of, but
Hmm.
she made the visuals for it.
Oh, it was great.
Um, there's more people that I collab with. I just can't remember everybody off the top of my head. Ghost Mummy. It's another
Now
female
that
also.
is a name I haven't heard in I don't know how long.
I've collabed with her also.
Right. Oh,
Skin Locust.
there's another one I haven't heard in a coon's age.
Oh,
Okay.
King
Oh,
Spook
yes.
also. Sorry.
King's Brew.
You
Okay.
collabed with King
It's okay.
Spook?
Yeah, I have, I think, 2 videos on my channel with him, and then I'm on his channel a few times also. Mr. Creeps, I worked with him.
He's a great narrator. So
Dr.
is King
Creepin?
Spooks.
Dr. Creepin in there somewhere?
No, we've never worked together. So, oh, he was one of the, I think he was the first or second horror narrator I watched. Dr. Creepin.
Okay.
All amazing narrators.
Okay.
So,
we have another question. Oh, I'm
okay,
sorry.
go ahead.
I
No,
was just
go
gonna
ahead.
say,
Ask the.
Patience asks.
I'm sorry. Bad Vibes also.
Woohoo!
Okay. Patience asks, do you have a specific type of video that you enjoy making the most?
Let me think. Yeah, it's the sports videos. I only made 2. I'm gonna make more, but it's the sports videos. I think it's the darkest days in sports history.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to check this out.
I was an athlete growing up.
Awesome.
okay.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I made 2 of them. They don't get that many views, but they're my favorite to make.
Awesome question and answer. Thank you, Patience. So one of my questions to you, NF, is since starting your channel and where it is now, what do you want to see for your channel in the future? And where do you see it going?
Good question. I just like to continue to see it grow. Of course, everyone wants to hit 1 million subscribers. I want to be up there with the big guys. When I do something, I go all in. And when I'm doing this, I'm all in. Do I see myself up there one day? I don't know, honestly. We'll see.
Considering, when you started in 2018 to where you are now, again at 153K subscribers, an amazing channel, an amazing voice. I can see you there. I
Thank
mean,
you.
very easily. You're going to go far, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Okay.
can I say one more thing?
Oh,
Yes,
sure.
go ahead, NF.
So, I like making the sports videos and also the videos behind the movie, like the stories behind the movies.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
those.
I like all your
those.
videos. They're all good.
But I don't know. It's hard. I'm gonna keep adding, and then it's gonna turn into I like every video that I make. I like all types of videos. I like doing the true stories. I don't know. I like it all, honestly. I'm gonna keep ranting. So
You're
Okay,
fine.
That's fine.
That's what we
You're
want. You're fine.
Okay, so that kind of ties in with Patient's next question. Is there a type of video or style that you haven't done yet that you're interested in, even if it's not necessarily horror related?
not horror related would be almost motivational videos, workout videos.
Ooh, okay.
But if I did that, there will be no relation between that and Nightmare Files. If you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
That would
You
be
would-
a base. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
You would never know that it's the same person unless you recognize my voice.
In a
See,
heartbeat, I
totally
would.
see you doing one of those motivational, like workout videos, but have it like as those zombie runs that they have, where you
Yeah.
listen to it and you're like, okay, speed up. There's a zombie on your ass right now. I could see you doing something like that.
Nice. I never
But then
thought of that.
but that would also require a face reveal.
Yeah.
No. You listen to it while you're out jogging.
True.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I want to do a quick. We got people in chat. So first off, my Chris is here. Sorry, I do that
Hi,
every
Chris.
because it's my Chris.
Hello, Christine.
And the Woody, or I think I already announced that.
Yes.
Gamma.
Just say
Akutabi.
Gamma.
No,
Hi,
I
Gamma.
like the fact that I can say his last name, Akutabi. And Chronopasta is here. Hello, Chrono.
Hi, Chrono.
And there's some dude in here, Mr. Hunted, Mr. Haunted.
Hey.
Hi,
Mr.
Mr. Haunted.
He's here to
That's-
support his boy Nightmare Files.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
We had him on a couple of weeks ago. Awesome interview. It was absolutely great. So a question to you again, NF, and then it goes, when it comes to your narration style and delivery, what are your biggest strengths and weaknesses?
Strengths. I don't know. I don't really see me having any but weaknesses. Are you talking about after it's done recording or as I'm recording?
Either.
Either.
Yes.
I don't know. I have dry mouth a lot, even though I stay hydrated. It's just once I get down to start working, I get the mouth noises, and I hate that so much. And I listened to my old videos, and I didn't know anything about editing for a long time, and I can hear the mouth noises, and it irritates the hell out of me. Like honestly, I didn't get a microphone until a few months ago. I was always recording on my phone until a few months ago. Yeah.
Wow, really?
I am stunned.
And if you listen before January, I think I uploaded my first video in January with my microphone. I can't remember which video though, but you can hear the difference. I can. Simply because it's me and I know the difference.
You know, you still deliver amazing
I-
content.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Okay.
you know, it seems like I remember you being very excited about getting your microphone because I pretty much have been with you since your beginning. So
Yeah, I held off on getting one because I figured if it's not broke, I'll fix it.
all right.
Okay, but now do you see it may not have been broke, but sometimes upgrades are good?
But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I used to do my narrations on just an earbud mic, and it was. Are you ready for another question from the Peanut Gallery?
Yeah, you can send them. Keep sending them.
Okay, I got two lined up for you real quick. First off, Breaker19, who's a friend of mine and a friend of Cece's, and he's a trucker, and he does his stuff in the cab of his truck.
Hmm.
He's a narrator. He said if you would be willing or ever interested, he would love to collab with you. And he actually can sound like Hank Hill. He does a dead-on Hank Hill.
So for a
Something
collab, honestly, I would have to listen to his stuff. I'm not gonna just give you the
Okay, well, yeah,
cookie cutter answer. I
absolutely.
would have to
If
listen.
you're interested, I will hook you up with his stuff,
Yeah, just
with his links.
send me his link on Twitter.
Okay,
Okay.
absolutely. And then Chronopasta wants to know, if you could be an ice cream, what flavor would you be?
Straw.
Oh,
That's easy for me. Strawberry.
Chocolate. Oh, strawberry.
why strawberry?
Yeah.
Why?
'Cause I love strawberries. Period.
Okay,
Did you
awesome.
ever, when you were a kid, have like homemade strawberry ice cream with
Oh,
the rock salt and the grind, where you had to crank it
I know
in
what
the
you're talking
summertime?
about. Yeah, I've had it.
Oh,
It
oh
just
Oh,
God.
it wasn't strawberries. It was vanilla.
Mm.
mine
My
was
my
chocolate.
family used to get huge flats of strawberries and peaches, and we'd can all day, and then in the evening, with what was left, we'd make homemade ice cream. So it was either like peach ice cream or strawberry ice cream. Oh
Mhm.
my God. Yeah, I missed summer when I was a kid. Okay, that was a good question. All
Very
right,
good
what do we
question.
have next? I get to ask my own question now. I haven't had
Yes.
asked one of my questions in a while. Um, do you have any horror guilty pleasures? Like maybe a really bad horror movie that you like to watch in secret or something?
No. I'm trying to think. I've seen so many horror movies. Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. What is a movie that people don't like that I like? I'm sorry. I can't think of one right now.
Okay, that's fine.
But I have opinions that other people don't agree with about horror movies, certain horror movies.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we're interested.
So I think Hellraiser is trash. I think the best two Friday the 13th movies are Part 2 and the 2009 remake. Everything else sucked. Period. My opinion.
Okay, that's fine.
Then I think those are the main ones right there. Because everything else, I think most people would agree or disagree or half and half. I love Freddy Krueger.
Sorry about
Fine.
that, guys.
My favorite horror movie would be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one.
Oh, I love that movie.
I don't know if you saw the most recent video of mine, but I accidentally showed a tattoo of mine because I did a promo, and I had to do something with Ridge wallets, and you can see my arm, and on my arm I have a Leatherface tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember the one with Ridge Wallet. Yes, but it didn't. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one.
I think I showed it for about a split second.
I'm gonna have to pay closer attention. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know you. One of the videos that you recently put up was the true story behind the name in the movie, The Candyman.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
I found that
think-
very fascinating, very intuitive.
I love
I
those
think
type
this is
of
where we need to
videos.
break character a
I
little
do
bit,
too.
and Cece you need to tell what happened.
What?
What? About Tony Todd.
Oh, speaking of Candyman.
This is the perfect place.
So, I started following on the advice of Chronopasta. I like Chrono. So I started following Tony Todd, Candyman.
Mm-hmm.
The other night we were in VC and I was going through Twitter and all of a sudden I started making these weird noises and everybody goes, "What, Cece, what?" And I said, "Here, I'll just let this speak for itself." Tony Todd himself ended up following me on Twitter. I was like, okay. So anyways, enough about me. We're here for you. So is there anything that you would like to talk about, NF, before we have any more questions or?
Not really. I'm here for the questions.
Okay.
We've got a couple more people that have joined us in the chat. We've got PA Nightmare and Josie
Hi, PA.
Kitty.
Hi, wifey.
And
hi, Seraphine.
And Seraphine the Bard, Midnight Bard.
And Fearsome, hello.
And Fearsome Hero. And there was someone else that I feel like I'm missing.
Yeah, that's why I've been putting that thing in there. Thank you to everyone for joining.
I know, but I feel like I'm missing someone. Who?
I have a question.
Behringer.
Yes.
So I just opened the chat. How many people in the chat? How many people in the chat are narrators? Put a number 1
by your name.
Okay, everybody in chat, put a number 1 if you're a narrator.
Hello.
And Big Daddy Stone is here too.
Yes. There's quite a few in the chat that are narrators.
Yeah. Are a lot of these people new? Because I've never seen some of these names.
Seraphine the Midnight Bard is fairly new as a narrator. He is an amazing narrator, also has a unique voice. Let's see. Help me out here.
Just smaller channels.
Yes.
Chronopasta's been around for just a bit. PA Nightmare.
There's
Big Daddy
PA Nightmares before.
Big Daddy Stone is part of the Dark Somniums group.
Mm-hmm.
It's Romnex. As a matter of fact, that's Romnex's father right there. Fearsome Hero. I'm not sure how long she's been around.
Josie Kitty is a writer, voice actress, and new and upcoming female narrator. So, hi, John A. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining.
Oh, Chronopasta says he's been around since 2019, but hasn't done much.
Yes. He's been around a year after you, NF. So.
Gotcha.
So, another question to you. For new and upcoming narrators, what is one good piece of advice or advice that you would give them to help them on their journey?
Some people might not agree with it, but see what works and you do that until you actually develop your own style, per se. If that makes sense.
It does. Find you.
That's if you want to grow. But if you don't really care about growing, you just like to do what you do, just do you. What feels best for you. But from what I've seen, And what I experienced, if you see something that works, I'm not saying copy it, but do it. Do your own version of it. See if it works for you. Then from there, you'll develop your own style, if that makes sense.
It does. I completely understand what you're saying. Hey, mods, if you can in the chat, can you help Filia and I in helping share Nightmare Files links? Do you? Okay, just checking. Do you have a merch store yet, NF?
No, I don't. It's hard for me to do that. I don't really have time.
Okay.
But at some point, I will do that.
Oh, if you do, I'm so buying it.
Okay, big. Let's see.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Stone says, "Hello, all. Congratulations on your success, Nightmare Files. What kind of software do you use in your productions?"
So
Good question.
I use Audacity for recording, and it's something free on my laptop. I think it's Movie Maker or whatever it is. I use that in Video Shop. That's all. I don't use anything fancy.
Sis, do you have another question?
No, I'm sorry. I'm doing behind the scenes stuff.
Okay. So, anyone in the chat have any more questions for NF? And while we're waiting for those, so I asked this question. NF, if you could be any fictional horror movie killer, who would you be, why, and who would your first victim be?
I think I watched your, what is that? Your interview with Mr. Haunted to see what I was going to get into. I remember this question. Fictional. I would be, let's see.
This one always stumps everybody.
Did I lose you guys? Oh, okay.
No, NF is still thinking about the question.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
No, we didn't. I didn't.
We didn't.
I said I would be Pennywise.
Woohoo.
Oh, Pennywise. Okay.
Yeah. I answered and nobody responded.
No,
Oh, we
because
didn't
we
hear
couldn't
you.
hear you.
I thought I had gotten booted out. It got so quiet. I'm like, oh no.
It got
Okay.
really quiet.
Okay.
It did.
Okay, it did. I was scared
So-
for a minute.
Pennywise, and who would your first victim be, and why?
Who will it be? I'm sorry, I'm messing with you. I went quiet on purpose just to make you think it went out. But,
I know, right? I love it. Oh, I love the humor.
I would kill. I don't know. I would kill Mr. Hunted.
Why?
Nah, that's a joke. I don't know.
Uh, Is there just somebody that just really stuck in your craw that just like,
As a talking about another channel.
it could be anybody, anywhere. Just, maybe the neighbor stepped on your dog's tail or something. I don't know.
No, I usually get along with
Oh,
everyone.
yes,
Only
you do.
time I had problems was when I became a YouTuber.
Mm.
And that was about 3 years ago. After I grew pretty quick. Other people didn't like that I grew pretty quick.
I was just getting ready to ask if you wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, we
I
can.
okay, I do seem to remember that. So maybe, just pick okay, so we'll just say somebody in Pennywise's horror movie.
Mhm.
So, um if you'd
I
like
say
to let
it would be
uh
one of the elders that
elders.
I would
Okay.
kill in the movie. One of the elders.
Okay, that works. So for those that are going to ask this question, if you wanted to elaborate on what happened 3 years ago, for those that may not be familiar,
So
If only if you're comfortable.
only
that's
if you're
fine.
comfortable.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm not mad about it anymore. But
Okay.
there was one main person who has the channel. Well, first I grew. I think I hit 10,000 subscribers in August of 2018. And I started April of that year. And I was monetized by July. And
That's crazy fast.
there was another channel that didn't like that. So he would tweet indirectly. He would never say my name. But he would pretty much say what I said in my own tweets. Then say it in his tweet in an indirect way, talking about me. And I saw another channel pretty much agreeing with what he said. Pretty much I cheated my way, which I didn't. And I always,
How would you cheat your way?
I don't know, honestly. He said that I bought my way, whatever that is. If I were to cheat, YouTube definitely wouldn't approve monetization.
Mhm.
I know there's stuff behind that, but I was holding a grudge for a long time, and I spoke to the other channel that agreed with him recently, and we squashed it. The one that I squashed it with is a big channel, but the other one I surpassed him a long time ago. He didn't like it. Let's get to the positive stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
positive stuff.
Okay.
So, sis, what about
So
your movie
let's-
snacks?
I was just gonna say, let's get to some silly questions. You want some quick silly questions?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Answer them all.
Okay. What is a crazy true fact about you that people don't know?
Crazy true fact.
Like, can you bench press 500 pounds?
Oh, but I could bench
I'm
press
not saying that you can, but just
330. But I
holy shit.
I jump out of planes.
You jump out of planes. Are
Yes.
they perfectly good working order planes?
Yep, they all are.
Well, then why are you jumping out of them if they're working order?
Because it's
That
part
makes
of
no
something.
sense.
It's part of something that I do.
All right. I won't give you shit about that. Just does not make no sense to me. I like to stay in the plane if it's working.
Most of the time I do
Personally.
too.
Right. Would it be okay, for those that don't know, that we do not have to elaborate on the question or anything? For those of you that do not know, Nightmare Files is in the military. So, was that okay to announce?
Yeah, that's fine.
It doesn't matter now, does it?
I think we asked the question before and it was okay. So
Yeah.
do we have any more questions in the chat? Hey, I got permission before we came on.
I know.
I see
God
a
love
few
you.
questions.
Okay. All right.
Let me get back over there. I'm just bouncing all over the place. Trying to keep it. Whoa.
Hello, CEO and Reaper's Horror.
Reaper's Horror. Hello, gentlemen.
Questions.
Where
Where are the
hero. I read
questions?
that totally wrong. I thought she said, for some reason, I'm having bad dyslexia today, and I thought she said, I wish I could ninja jump out of planes. And I'm like, how do you ninja jump?
Okay,
That's
I'm
not-
trying to find the questions.
Actually, I think most of them have been covered.
And
We've got
did
a
you
bunch
see
of
some?
thank you for your services.
Awesome.
Let me look. I think we left off. We did video
Raven
type
has been
style.
copying.
Right.
Software part. I think that's where we left off. That was the last question.
What was the last one?
What software do I use?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, my question to you is there someone that you haven't collabed with that you would love to collab with?
Probably.
The correct answer would be the two girls on the panel. I'm kidding. Really, I am teasing.
Let's say Dr. Creepin.
Yes. Yes.
There's a new channel out also. I think his name is Chilling Scares. I would do that one. I would work with him. I'm not saying, oh, I want to, but I would. I like his channel.
That's an interesting. That's a different question. I'm not
We're
sure how you're
definitely going to have to look
this.
these narrators up and.
Yes, we are. We're supposed to be making a list.
Right.
Okay. The CEO of Pug Lovers asks, what is it like narrating? So, okay, what is your experience of narrating? I don't know how you're going to answer that.
Let's say go read to a random group of people and tell me how that feels. Continue to do it at the same corner.
Okay, that sounds terrifying.
That's YouTube.
The way you put that sounds terrifying.
Gotcha.
You don't get the anonymity like we have on YouTube.
All right, wear a mask.
All right, wear a mask, yeah. Okay, Fearsome Hero wants to know what's your favorite color?
Black.
Yeah, okay.
Mental
Reaper's
horror.
Horror has a question. Has there ever been a subject or case that you felt you weren't able to cover on your channel due to the subject matter being too extreme or inappropriate?
Yeah, it was about rape. I never uploaded it. Never recorded it. I tried, but I was like, this is not gonna work. So I gave it to somebody else, to another narrator.
So it just hit that moral ledge and no, couldn't do it.
Yes, correct.
I get that.
I totally
I
get
get
that.
that.
Because that was basically a question, very good question, Reaper. Because I
Yeah.
was going to ask, is there a genre, which you pretty much already covered earlier, that, in as far as horror, paranormal, uh, what's a jump scare genre that you prefer to do over another, but I believe you already pretty much covered that. So,
Okay. Another good question from the CEO of Pug Lovers. What is your favorite horror movie?
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh
yes,
yeah. Yeah.
that was a great movie.
Okay. Do you prefer sweet or spicy food?
Together.
Together. Or
Yes.
sweet and
Heck
sour
yes.
soup.
Yes.
Okay, got it. That's cool. Okay, what is your favorite movie snack? Your go-to movie snack?
Of course, it's popcorn.
Popcorn.
I love
Okay,
popcorn. Just eat popcorn randomly. Then
Bard,
I go
this
run
man's
it off.
after your heart. A while back, we interviewed Midnight Bard, and it got so off the rails because we asked him what his favorite food was, and his answer was corn. And it was corn in a can, corn on the cob, corn anything. He said he
Actually,
would
that was
literally.
Stormy.
That wasn't.
But go.
I thought that was Bard.
No, that was Stormy.
Are you sure? Okay,
According to
well,
what?
anyway, it just got so bizarre that this person would literally eat like corn out of a can, just not even warmed up, just corn out of a can. It was so strange, but okay.
Okay, we have a question from As the Raven Dreams. Okay, so, okay, hold on, Raven. Uh, if I invited you to a dinner party, what would you bring for myself and other guests? And then there's a question for CEO after you.
First, I would. So, who asked that question?
As the Raven Dreams.
All right.
He and his wife are who are hosting the show tonight.
Gotcha.
He is a narrator.
Um, bring some type of drink. It depends. So it depends on the level of the dinner party, also. Because I've been to a few where you don't have to bring anything, and I've been to some where you have to bring beer, you have to bring snacks. So it really depends on the level dinner party. Um,
So just say a
and
barbecue.
for a barbecue, drinks, and
Awesome.
probably some inappropriate games.
Okay. 2 rapid fire questions. Do you have dogs, and what's your favorite animal?
I don't have a dog, and I'm not an animal person. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. You're like one of
Okay.
those clean freaks too, huh?
My house is pretty clean.
That is pretty clean. Well, with no dogs or animals, yeah.
Yeah.
So, enough, even though one has passed away, Ginger or Marianne?
That's Gilligan's Island, isn't it?
Yes.
Ginger.
Yay! someone who knows who they are. We interview too many young people.
How old is young to you?
Anybody
What's-
like over maybe 30? I don't want to insult you. I'm
Hey.
going to shut up for a minute now.
Yes.
Never mind. Never mind. Forget it.
I get it. So, NF,
Yes.
you just committed murder. You're on death row. What would your last meal be?
Almost answered very inappropriately, but would be salmon, broccoli. That's all.
Oh,
Salmon and
Alright.
broccoli, a new response, everyone.
okay.
Awesome.
What is the biggest twist in movie history, in your opinion?
Sixth Sense.
Oh,
good
right.
answer.
Good answer. That was a twist.
Yeah, it was.
So did you like the movie or enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I did. That and the others had a twist at the end. If you remember that.
The others.
Nicole Kidman with her 2 kids, and they were dead. And they didn't know
Oh,
it.
yes, yes.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Right. Derringer asks, do you have a favorite cryptid?
As in like skinwalkers and stuff.
Yes.
Not really. I never been into it. Skinwalkers, you could say. That's all I really know about. I know about Wendigos, skinwalkers, but I think I've only done videos on skinwalkers.
Okay. So if you could create or design a short horror movie for your channel, what type of horror movie or would you create and why? What type of genre in horror or story that you have narrated would inspire you to do a short horror story?
Something with babysitters. It's one story that stuck with me ever since I read it, and I believe that was 2019 when I read it. So something with babysitters and being stalked. It
think
can
I
actually
remember that
happen.
one.
But the story that I'm speaking about was a guy. He was a babysitter, and he babysitting a set of twins, and the mother only hired men because her ex-husband was crazy and he would just randomly show up, and she didn't want a woman to get overpowered. So mother left. She went to work, and she worked late at night. Maybe she was a stripper, I don't know. So this guy, he's at the house to knock on the door, and he looks out the window or something. I can't remember if he looked out the window or not. It's the father, and he said he can't let him in. Babysitter told him that, and the guy, after they were going back and forth, he said, okay. He just walked away. So babysitter brought his girlfriend over. His girlfriend said she'll come over, she'll be there soon. And as he's waiting for his girlfriend, one of the twins, they yelled out, "There's daddy." So guy opens the door, or he looks out the window, I can't remember, and sees his girlfriend on the ground getting stabbed in the head with a screwdriver by their father, and the guy pretty much stood up. I can't remember what happened after that. I just know he never got in the house, and the babysitter was conflicted on what he should do. Should he go out there and help his girlfriend, but he can tell that she was dead, or should he stay in the house and protect the kids? And it stuck with him ever since. That's the most memorable. That's the most memorable story that I can't remember. I can't remember any other ones that stick out like that.
Wow.
You okay, Trish?
Yeah,
You
it's
okay?
just wow. It's
All right.
because it seems
You
like
need a
I
minute?
remember that story. No, it just seems like I remember
Okay.
that story. But what would you have done? Enough.
And that he saw that the girlfriend was dead,
Hmm.
and he was being paid to protect the kids. But who knows? All logic probably would have went out the window and would have ran out there to help my girlfriend.
I would have been
probably would have ended up-
conflicted.
I think I probably would have stayed with the kids.
Same.
I mean, yeah, that's the person you love, but you've also got the innocence factor. I mean, women are hardwired to protect innocence, whether it's a puppy or a child. I mean, if it's a baby, we protect it. It's in our brain.
So, is there a book that you've read that you like? That who or what inspired you? I know you touched on it a little bit. I mean, I know you said a family member said, "Hey, you should try this," but outside of a family member, is there someone else that or something that you read that might have also inspired you to become a narrator?
I wouldn't say anything that I've read, but I'll say other YouTubers mostly. I can say other YouTubers, the sense of me still being around, me still wanting to make videos. When I say that, I look at, of course, I look at bigger channels. I even look at smaller channels, like Mr. Scarecrow. I don't know if you know who he is.
I remember him. Yes.
But he just uploaded a new video recently, but he hadn't been around for so long. But he was one of my hugest motivations because I always loved his voice and motivated me to just keep trying because I've never liked my voice. And I don't know, listening to him helped me learn how to actually project my voice the way I wanted to in order to get that sound that I wanted. And I still hate the sound of my voice.
Oh,
No, Mr. Scarecrow is still a huge inspiration. Mr. Nightmare. Say those two. And I don't know Mr. Nightmare. I know Mr. Scarecrow pretty well. Yeah, those guys were huge inspirations.
Mr. Scarecrow is an amazing narrator as well. Real quick hello to Vidith22. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Vidith. Didn't
Like
see
Vidith.
Vidith pop in there.
I've collabed with Vidith too.
You would or have?
I have.
Okay.
Yes. I think
Yes.
he is. I think he's very. I know this isn't about him, but he's very underrated.
He is. He really is.
He
and
is.
And congratulations to him again on reaching 13K subscribers. Well done and well deserved.
Yes.
He will also be coming on Grave Matters in the future for a interview. So really looking forward to
Nice.
that as well. So
Yes.
He deserves
Yes,
it.
we are.
yes.
Okay.
How do you pick who you want on the show?
Basically, that's a
Pick
good
our
question.
favorites.
Um,
We have such a long list of favorites that we just,
well,
Sure
what
does.
I do is when I knew that Grave Matters was getting off the ground, ones that might have been on the future or the past podcasts, I reached out to them. In the future, we do have, like I said, Vita 22, Dr. Creep and Mr. Black Pasta, Lance's Creepy Pasta, Vexus is coming on. There's a whole list. I mean, we're all the way to July for Breaker Breaker. There's a whole list of all the way to July and probably August. So I just went and asked, and we also have Swamp Dweller for a future interview as well. Looking forward to that one. So I just reached out to him and said, hey, Filia Noctis and I have started a new podcast called This, and we would like to know if you would be interested in coming on our show in the future for an interview. And everyone has said yes. So we also have Faces of Fear, hopefully just plain creepy, even Chrono Costa. So
Yeah, we literally will just be sitting there talking and go, oh, what about so and so? Yeah, we'll ask him.
all right.
Gotcha.
I would love to have your maker,
Yes.
522 on. And it's like, how do you reach
You
out?
led that unit.
Yes, unit on. Um,
We just want to interview everybody. Literally, everybody.
Because we would like to be another platform to help promote this new and upcoming channels and those that are already established, and have another platform for them to get their name and their channel out there, and join together, everyone that bring everybody together in the horror community that we can.
We think that our style of interviewing is a little bit different because we're more laid back, we're more relaxed. We don't want that stiff. This is an interview, and we will be doing this question, then this question, and this question. We want our guests to be relaxed and feel like they're in someone's home.
Right.
And not a lot of interview shows are like that. So I think maybe our style helps with that. And I think the fans, the people in the chat and stuff, pick up on that. And I think they like the freewheeling style that we have.
I believe we have a question from Raven real quick. My apologies. Question. How would you recommend small channels to ask for collabs?
Some people might not agree with me. I'm a straight to the point type of person, and I can point out bullish, and I would say just message that person. Oh, myself. Just message me, tell me you want to collab, and see if I do it. But for other people, this wouldn't work for me because I can see around it. I guess they want you to get to know them first.
Right.
And then some point ask them for a collab, which I don't agree with that. If you get what I'm saying.
Yes. That question was
Okay.
from Queef.
Okay. The CEO of Pug Lovers would like to know if you would say hello to their pug, Wilbur.
What's up, Wilbur?
I love that name.
That is a good name for a pug.
It is.
I wish we could see Wilbur. That would be awesome. Yay.
Vidus says,
He says, hi.
just being chill works
that's the
in
Queef.
my experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
That's-
chill and ask and don't get upset if someone says no.
Right.
I've definitely been turned down in the past. Those same people asked me about a year later.
And they can't
And I'm smiling.
say no
I'm
if
smiling
you
while I
don't
say
even
that.
ask. Yeah.
Why are
Bet
you
you are.
smiling, NF?
Because they come back to him later.
Oh,
So,
true. Yeah.
Can we collaborate now?
That's the petty me.
You know what? We all have that. We all have that. And we all have the right to. You know, if
Yeah,
someone turns you down and then has to come crawling back,
Yeah.
you have the right to be that little bit of petty. But
And I'm sitting there laughing to myself, like, oh, I see what you're doing.
now you want, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it was a few people like that, and it just didn't work with them.
Yeah. But if you don't ever ask anybody,
It won't happen.
nobody will ever say yes.
So I've noticed since I passed 100K, a lot of smaller channels don't ask me anymore. They used to.
You know, I think for a lot of them, they're not quite sure. This goes back to the same thing of how to approach you. I guess some may feel, I could be wrong, maybe like, oh, he's too big of a channel. There's no way in hell he's ever going to collab with me. You know, I'm sure, you know, even bigger channels, you know, who's to say?
I see what Vidiv said.
What?
Says I have a smooth voice, a cool breeze on a hot day.
Yep.
Yep.
Just saying. You heard Vidiv's voice.
Oh,
we
yes.
got Squids 323 says, "What up, Nightmare Files?
What up, though?
Approach D's nuts." I don't know what that means. That's I don't know
What?
that means. Approach D's nuts. I don't. That's a guy thing. I think. I don't know.
Viv just said something too.
I've gotten ghosted a bunch of times when asking what I mean.
I keep remembering people that I've worked with randomly.
Keep shouting them out.
I've worked with Chills also.
Oh,
And the
Cool.
thing is, he came to me.
awesome. You know, it's like like I said, I would love to have Unit and Gear Maker on here for an interview, but it's like, how do you approach Unit? It's like, because his DMs are closed, you know, and it's like, do I publicly tweet him and go, hey, Unit?
Do it.
Okay, I will.
Isn't Swamp Dweller his nephew?
I don't know.
I thought Swamp Dweller was his nephew. No, that's Jar. Never mind. I'm confused.
So, NF, is there anything that you would like to talk about? Bring up? Future
Share
of
with
your,
us.
share with us?
Honestly, I love answering the questions. I'm
Okay.
seeing
Okay.
that some of the questions that are in the chat aren't in Discord.
Oh,
If you see a question, go ahead and read it and answer it if you would like, if we miss it.
I can't even remember which ones, because scroll up,
Okay.
I'm just gonna get lost.
Okay. For
Nightmare
those of you
Files.
who
Do
have
you know
asked,
Mr. Sorry. Go ahead.
for those of you who asked a question that we might have missed, please put it back in the chat. Thank you. Go ahead, sis.
Squids asks if you know Mr. Nightmare, or have you at least heard of him?
No, I never heard of her. It was a joke. Yeah, of course I have. I don't know him though. I don't. No, I don't. I get weird comments on videos. People seem to think we know each other, but we definitely don't.
Let's see.
Well, you guys have the same name, right? So you obviously know each other. And PA Nightmares, you've got his same name, so you must know each other. Don't all you Nightmare people have, like, a society?
Right. I almost changed my name at some point.
Did you? What were you going to change it to?
Nifi, Nifi.
Nifi.
Oh, wow.
Just short for Nightmare Files.
Yeah.
I've just always called you NF.
Yeah.
I know.
I tell you, I keep remembering people I work with. You know, Deadbug.
Dead bug?
Deadbug. Deadbug says.
Yes. Actually,
Yes.
I do know what you're referring to.
I've worked with him a few times on my channel.
God, that's, man.
Dead by Daylight. That must be
No,
the
Dead
movie.
Dead bug.
No, I know, but CEO Pug Lover
Gotcha.
is
I see it.
referring to another movie, Dead by Daylight.
Gotcha.
Josie Kitty asked, anyone you particularly enjoyed collabing with?
Let's say Skin Locust, because I've collabed on his channel, and when I collab with him, it's always a role, not just a true story by myself. I mean, King Spook, I like is the most. It's different roles.
Sis, I'll let you take the next question.
Okay. Reaper's Horror asks, Nightmare Files, do you prefer being the narrator on a project, or do you feel equally comfortable doing a voice for a character?
Good question.
Equally comfortable.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
What's your favorite kind of music?
Rap
Okay.
and R&B.
Who's your favorite artist?
Yes, I like Drake, Jay-Z, NBA Youngboy. I can just keep going. Those are my top three.
Great choices.
Okay, so I have been informed that Dead by Daylight is not, in fact, a movie. It is a video game. So
I don't really play video games.
Okay, I'm thinking that's what they were asking. So I apologize. I messed that one up.
So I know what it is. I just don't play it.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
so you do
I've
know it.
played it. I think I've played it before a few years back,
Okay.
but I don't really have time for video games. Because then If I play video games, I feel guilty for not getting something done.
All right.
That's
This
fair
person
enough.
has been, I have to do this to you. I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. I do not have to do this. Okay, so let's see. What would you do if you woke up and discovered that you were the only person on Earth?
Like, finally.
That is the best freaking answer. I love that. Finally, I could get some sleep. Okay, so after the initial relaxation of finally, are you
After
gonna like
that,
stay at home and do like you know, go crazy and grab everything you ever wanted, drive the Lotus up and down the the freeways and stuff? Or are you gonna go look for people?
Hold
I'll
on
probably
real
look for
quick.
people.
Good night, Vidith, and thank you for stopping by. Have a good
Deuces.
Good night,
evening.
Vidith.
All right, Vidif.
All right, go on. Okay. So what would you do after the initial?
Go look for other
Finally.
people.
Look other
Honestly,
people.
I would definitely look for other people. What would you do?
Go look for other people. Exactly.
I guess we'll find each other.
It would
Yes.
probably take me a while to figure it out because I hardly ever leave my house. So it literally would not be until I went to look for food before that I figured it out. Literally,
So-
I'm that oblivious.
So, if we're in a zombie apocalypse, would you want the slow-moving zombies or the ones that challenge you?
The slow ones. I don't want to be
Right.
challenged.
You know, the ones that can run, jump, and
Yeah.
outrun you.
Yes, I saw that new movie. Yeah.
Okay. Queef is dying to know, do you like creepypasta?
Not really. I've done one on my channel, and I think it was Eyeless Jack. But I did that. That was one of my first videos. And other than that, I don't really do creepypasta. My thing.
Good answer.
Like
Okay.
the true stories, the stories that are emailed to me.
Okay, there we go. Weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse.
Flamethrower.
Oh, good choice.
Ooh, good answer.
Ooh.
Okay, so I
Or-
have this plan. Or
Artillery.
okay.
Artillery.
Okay. I have this idea. Oh, let's run this by you. What would you think about getting like an armored vehicle? Not an armored vehicle, but like the money delivery trucks,
The armored trucks. Yeah.
the armored trucks. Do you think that would be good in a zombie apocalypse? Because don't they
Yes,
have like
it's-
those tires that don't go flat?
And so what they do is they can inflate themselves if they have a flat.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay,
Awesome.
so like one of those. I mean, I know they don't have a lot of space inside, but and they have the little slits that you can shoot through, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so that's my idea: is zombie apocalypse. Get a hold of one of those.
Definitely.
I don't know how yet, but that's still part of the plan. Okay.
There's a few.
That was-
There's a few trucks
that
like
was
that in
my-
the military too.
Okay,
Really?
but
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know where you are, so you're gonna have to come get me.
Figure it out.
Probably gonna be a long drive.
Who knows?
Very- Probably. Squid asked NF if you found out that all crime was legal for 24 hours, what would you do exactly? And then there's a question from Josie Kitty.
Urge. Basically, purge.
I
What would you do if it was purge?
I would set up hide site around where I live. Start picking off people that came to pick me off.
There
It
you
wouldn't
go.
see me.
Okay.
It wouldn't see me, but I would see them.
All right.
Josie,
First horror movie. What's the first horror movie? What's the first horror movie you remember watching?
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool.
Dream
good
Warriors.
answer to the previous question, by the way.
Yeah, I like that kind of sniper thing there. Cool. And Mama says Seattle is full of zombies. They're already there. Is that where they're going to start? Seattle? Something's going to happen to the world supply of coffee, and the zombies are going to start in Seattle.
Okay, don't be taking my coffee from me. We might have a problem. So,
I saw Werewolf
NF,
in London. Oh, on a date
love
in
that movie.
2016.
So, NF, you died. Who do you want to read your eulogy?
Mr. Scarecrow.
Anybody? Oh, Mr. Scarecrow.
The
Okay,
Scarecrow. Okay.
cool,
Awesome.
cool.
Do we
Okay.
have any more questions in the chat?
Well, I was just going to say it's getting on towards the end of our 90 minutes. And the Woody says, will you marry me?
No.
Sorry,
Of
babe.
course I will. Of course I will. But you can only have my voice, not me.
But you
'Cause that's
can
all
never
you know.
have my soul. You can marry my body, but you can't marry my soul. Me and Wilbur are going to head out. See you again sometime. That was from the CEO of Pug Lovers.
So, as a final question before we leave, and do our going off, do you have a question for us, NF?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Sorry. I really don't.
Okay. So, I'll go ahead and start.
I was like,
Or Philia, you can.
Woody asked real quick, how do you get
Okay.
your stories?
So my stories are subscriber submitted. Think it was around 2 or 3 months in. Let me think. About 2 or 3 months in, people started sending me stories. I think I put it in one of my comments on my video. There's a pinned comment like, "Hey, if you have any experiences, just email them to me." And ever since then, I pretty much get flooded. I have to get people to resubmit them because I lose their stories sometimes. That's pretty much how I get my stories.
What is your email for someone that would like to submit a story to?
Oh, yeah, do we
Nightmare
have that?
Files 1
At
Nightmare at gmail.com. Nightmare Files 1, the number 1 at gmail.com.
Got it. Remember that? nightmarefiles1@gmail.com. So, sis, I'll go ahead and let you start the closing.
Okay. I gotta get to my.
Want me to answer this last question?
Yes.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Let's say, how did people start animating me and reacting?
Oh, yes, your animation. Good question.
So I don't know. I didn't know people animated my stuff until people started commenting on my videos. Hey, check out Mort, or hey, check out Wansi. Because at one point, besides Llama Arts, it was Mort and Wansi Entertainment, and they were still coming up. And I think Mort, I think it was I think they both started at the same exact time animating my stuff, but I didn't know. And then I was linked to their channels, so I went on there, and I think I left a comment on both of them saying I liked it, and then from there, just kept animating, kept animating. What would happen was people would leave a link, and from them getting so many views, those people would see the link and go to my channel. And that's another way how I gained 10K so quick. I gained 10K in about 4 months. And I think they started animating me in about 3 months. I think at month 2, I've noticed that other channels were reacting to me. I started in April and people started reacting to me in June. And then people started animating me in July. But I don't know, it was all luck for me. And people started start reacting to the animation videos of me. Then they would go on the channel and then they would see the link and then it would come right back to me. So I would gradually just continue to gain subscribers. And it wasn't really because of me. It was because of other people pretty much using my voice or people reacting to me. Then what else helped is channels having me narrate something for their channel. Like, they're not narration channels. They have stuff on their channels.
Okay.
That
Okay.
it requires somebody to speak. I did Granny thing. Remember that game about Granny or whatever it was called? It was a scary game.
Vaguely.
And this bigger channel asked me to narrate on their channel, and it would just end more people. Again, I just went on a rant.
You're fine.
You're fine.
And I know we're getting past time.
We're fine.
We
But,
are very
real quick,
flexible.
when I was listening to your current videos and getting caught up and even going past that point, okay, like we have Dark and Grim, we have Mandy Mortem. They do the true crimes. They're pretty much a voice for the victims who otherwise don't have a voice. And one thing I noticed that really caught my attention on your channel, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe I saw a couple of true crime stories that had been animated. And I was like, wow, this is a concept I can go with, because it not only puts a voice to a victim, but it gives a face. Yes, Dark and Grim and Mandy and others do show the victims' faces, but it more to, like, if you and I were sitting in the same room together, but to see it in an animated form, it's just, I really, really grasp that concept, and I hope you continue to do that because I really enjoyed it. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, please check his channel out. I think you'll enjoy it as much as I did. So how did it come about to animate true crime?
It's pretty much what the animator wants to do. We have me and the animation channels have agreements, pretty much, just like any other narrator. If they put it on their channel, then I'll put it on my channel. I can put it as a compilation, but pick what they like. Some of them, majority, they will email me like, hey, we want to use this in our next video, and I'll say, okay. It's really on them. It's not me asking them, hey, can you animate this?
Right.
But with true crime, I'm sorry, but true crime, I used to have way more videos on my channel of true crime. and caught on camera videos. Altogether, I would have had about 15 caught on camera videos, but YouTube deleted them.
Jeez.
I've had strikes on my channel because of my caught on cameras, not copyright, but guideline strikes. I've had warnings for my true crime videos. So I had to delete a lot of videos. So right now I have maybe around 110 videos on my channel, but I would have had at least 100 and maybe 40, 150 from one
And
for a lot of my videos having to get deleted.
you know, and that just aggravates me because it's life. You know, murder happens, and it's channels like yours and everyone else's that helps bring a voice to victims that wouldn't otherwise have one, and it also keeps everyone remembering those who lost their life to a violent crime, and it's really tragic to me. But I just wanted to say I hope there will be more true crime animation on your channel in the future.
There
Really
should be.
enjoyed it. Awesome. That just blew my mind. I'm like, oh. So if you guys haven't yet, head on over to Nightmare Files channel. Check out his content. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comments and share his videos, as it helps his channel out a lot. And he and his followers appreciate all the support.
And thank you for having me.
You're welcome. It's very awesome to have you here today. Sis, would you like to?
This has been such a fun interview.
It has been.
Sure. I will start taking us out. Thank you, Nightmare Files. You are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you for indulging us. Thank you for indulging chat. Thank you, everybody in chat. Nova, I'm sorry you're late. Everybody else that's been here, it's been wonderful. Thank you again to Raven for running the back end for us. That's the guy that's hiding under the yellow strip of the Nevermore Collective. And for Patience, thank you to Patience for letting us have your husband. I want to give a little quick shout out to the Nevermore Collective. They are a group of content creators that have come together to create a stage. This platform is for anyone in the community and is designed for content that may not fit your normal channel. Currently, we have 2 interview shows, The Traveler's Tavern and Grave Matters. We also have some narrators that game on this channel and a show about cryptids. If you have any questions about joining or hosting a show on the platform, please reach out to any of us as The Raven Dreams, PA Nightmares, or 42 Reads. And remember, once you join the collective, you can leave nevermore. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm Filia Noctis, and I love all of my nyctophiliacs.
Nightmare Files, do you have anything closing to say before I do?
The answer is yes. That last question, but nothing else.
Okay.
And this question?
Last question?
He sounds handsome. Oh, can you ask him if he's handsome? Okay. He's scary.
So, and F, are you handsome?
He said yes.
Yeah.
Gotta take a man at his word.
Oh, yes, we do. So, thank you to Raven and Patience again for hosting Grave Matters. Thank you to everyone in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the awesome comments, questions. Really enjoyed having everyone here. Again, NF, thank you so much for being here with us. This has been an awesome interview. It's been an interview that I waited for 3 years. It's an honor to have you here. So join us next week for Midnight Researcher and Ezra Blacklight. And until next week, remember, stay frightened. And if you listen, the graves do whisper. Bye, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.